So if you ever have trouble feeling your rear delts working while you're doing bent over lateral raises, this is a fantastic little technique that's going to really light them up. Now, what you need here is a set of light dumbbells. Like I've got a pair of 10s here. You want to go really light for this because this is very different from the normal technique. Similar, but normal. So normally when you're doing a rear delt lateral raise, you're doing this. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but what we're going to do here is make it even better. What you're going to do at the bottom is a wrist extension. So I'll kind of close up in. So you're just doing that. So you're doing that movement, and then as you're doing the exercise, you want to imagine like you're scooping out the inside of a big bowl. What this does, it actually, I hesitate to say, causes you to turn it into a pushing exercise rather than a pulling exercise, but that's kind of what it does. Because what you're doing is you're actually pushing downwards as you're doing the exercise, which tends to take the traps out of the movement. Besides their necessity as stabilizers, you're not using them to retract the shoulder blades. Because you're kind of pushing down, the shoulder blades are kind of pushing forward a little bit into protraction. It's a pretty subtle movement, but that is the intention, I should say, is there. So here's what that looks like. See if I can give you a good bird's eye view of this here. So start with the wrist extension, and then come all the way up. Extend the wrists, push the shoulders forward, and try to push your chest down towards the floor. Scoop that bowl. I'll show you from the side here as well. So. This makes the rear delt lateral raise with 10-pound dumbbells seem like absolute brutality, but it's really going to dig into those rear delts. If you've ever had, like I said, a hard time feeling them working with normal lateral raises, rear delt lateral raises, where you're just doing this, it's a completely different ballgame. You're actually getting real muscle activation kind of in isolation because of how you're basically minimizing trap involvement. So give that a try. Again, wrist extension, push down and forward. So you're really, it even hurts with no weight. Again, wrist extension, push down and forward, scoop the inside of that big bowl. You're going to feel the difference in these for sure.